Thank you very much. I was trying that mentors are here. So no need to speak because we are working for humanity, peace, love and friendship. And you all are present here. It is a witness that you all love humanity. Because I know very dedicated team, Mr. Murthy, Mr. Valmiki and all girls who are working from so many days. They get very big setback yesterday night. But overnight, this team build up new ideas, new ideology, and with the very young and dynamic advocate Ashish, they overcome, and in morning the new show was ready. So this is the love, this is the affection, and this is the courage for the work, for dedication. So we feel that this is very strong opening of Hyderabad chapter for diplomatic club. That we really got people, because I always appreciate work for the people to people diplomacy, people to people dialogue and people to people connectivity. Here today we are having many IAS, IPS and bureaucratic people, but they always bound with the limitations, because we feel that for love and humanity, one country constitution and one country rule regulations are not enough, because people are different, and when they react differently, they are out of their countries or they become controversial. So people understand them very late. Recently I visited to Russia, and every month nearly I am going, because I am doing lot of research work and practical projects with BRICS countries. So last month I went Novosibirsk, and we find very different opportunities for BRICS countries, because always we think that if we want to do business and trade, we need to go Europe. But after Russia-Ukraine crisis, we found new routes, new opportunities and new interventions that can be done, and thousands of people can get new jobs, new business opportunities and new investment routes. So this is the work which Dr. Sergey and his team in Russia is doing, and I got opportunity to participate in it on behalf of BRICS and India, and you will not believe we created opportunity for 7,000 people for the job and business by Novosibirsk trip. And Glad is here always when I face problem to go Russia or to other countries. So silently he booked my ticket. Overnight he works. Purnima, this route is okay, this is safe. Once I was going to St. Petersburg Economic Forum, and at Sharjah I was stopped because some controversies were working, and some forces didn't wanted that people should reach to St. Petersburg Economic Forum. So I was also stopped under that controversy. But Glad silently did something for me from England and personally reached to St. Petersburg to support me. So this is the love and affection beyond countries, beyond rules. So this kind of connectivity we want, friendship we want, and understanding we want. Secondly, we are not only showing that we are working, and we are searching for our past history, because as we know, Russia, China, we found that these countries saved their human beings not by vaccines only, by the traditional therapies and traditional understandings. So this is very important, and we need to understand this civilization. My honorable mentor, Mr. E. Reddy is here. It is my honor that he came to give me pleasure to meet him here. He working for the yagyas. And what is the importance of yagyas in current life? And I don't know organizers are having time or not, but I will like to invite him, and I like that he should say a few words on it. Before that, I like to say that we are inaugurating project BRICS Legends. Through this project, we want to showcase what was the history of BRICS countries and why these thinkers told that time that BRICS is important and this nation, Eastern countries and BRICS countries are important. And under that I want to underline, recently I visited to Moscow, St. Petersburg, and I visited to Volga River in Kostroma Oblast. There was one person born 100 years back, and his name was Alexander Zinoviev. And I find that he is completely controversial person. And when he was pilot in Soviet Union time, and after his job he joined philosophical department of the Moscow State University, and he became head of the philosophical department, and he was very popular among his students and the then thinkers. But he was speaking against the communism, because that time communism was developing, and everywhere he was speaking that communism is not completely right for Russians, and through this communism Russianism will not exist. So this was his point. But the then government, Mr. Brezhnev, he gave him threat so many times that you should not speak against communism, because this is the upcoming success of Soviet Union. So, but he did not listen, and he did not come under any pressure. Ultimately, he was expelled from the Soviet Union and he went to Europe. He thought maybe Europe is doing well for the humanity, for development, because it was time after the Second World War. He lived in Germany so many days, then France, England, America, and he found that what West is doing is more dangerous. And he wrote in his books, he wrote 45 books at that time, and these books were bestseller of that time. And he wrote that what West is doing in current development model, they are using whole planet for their expressions, for their needs. And always he write the solutions, and he said that if you want to save the planet, you need to change the mentality of Western people on time. If you will be late, then whole planet will come in problem. So today we are seeing that we did not stop West, and whole world followed the West. And this is the result that today every country is under inflation, food security problems, health problems, so many things are happening. So we will discuss later, but I want to announce BRICS Legion projects, and I want support of all of your organizations from your countries, from your states, and we will declare details of this project very soon, because we are planning to launch this project by the president of inauguration of this project. So we shall invite all of you very soon in Goa and Delhi, and we shall discuss how we can strengthen these projects in more better way, because we don't want government structure support, government fundings, because we know that government projects are having their limitations and we need to work under limits. So we don't want to become NGO. And I am very controversial nowadays, because everybody says, why you say president of BRICS International Forum? Government people are here. So I always say that I don't want to make this organization any company or NGO under the law of Indian government. We want BRICS country should have its own secretariat to recognize the work of BRICS volunteers and BRICS people. So for that we are demanding in all summits, because till now BRICS is only summit, and every year it held from one country to another country. This is only happening. We want that BRICS country should think and expand its secretariat and expand its organizational structure with cooperation and consciousness. And many countries are coming up as a BRICS Plus nation, and I hope BRICS will strengthen more and more. And I would like to invite Dr. E. Reddy ji to give me blessing and support my words.